Good afternoon, baseball banter broadcast baddies. Say that 10 times fast. So today is an awesome day in history, and it's not because it's the first time, right? It will be the second time that there will be a professional baseball league made for women. The first time, as most of you hopefully know, there was a league during World War II, and that was called the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. And they were formed to create baseball, entertainment, while the boys were overseas, because so many of the professional baseball players actually went overseas to fight in the war. And they ended up playing for the wpbl was actually around for 12 seasons from 1943 to 1954. That is absolutely something that I don't think a lot of people know. They see a league of their own and they think, oh, it was one season. It really wasn't. There were so many amazing female baseball players. Unfortunately, when the boys came home, the girls went to work. And while there were definitely sustainable pieces to that organization, it was just ahead of its time and it didn't have all the components it needed to run. Now, fast forward to 2025, we have the pieces, we have the components, and we have the drive and desire. There has been a huge push, specifically for women's baseball, since we've seen things like the WNBA as well as the Female Hockey League. This is going to be something that a whole bunch of new people are going to be seeing for the first time. So let's get into a little bit about what WPBL is and what we can expect tonight at the draft. For those of you who don't know who Justine Siegel is, I'm going to give you a little bit of information. First of all, she's an absolutely outstanding woman. She is so kind, she is generous, and she has been someone that I've looked up to for quite a long time, and she continues to break barriers. She was the founder of Baseball for All, which created baseball for young ladies. Now, on top of that, we also have women's baseball in DC. So hopefully this will create something for colleges to look into so young ladies can play baseball in college as well, because right now they only have fast pitch. Anyway, Dean is a baseball coach. She actually grew up also in 2009, was the very first female baseball coach for a professional baseball team. The team was located in Canada and they were called the Brockton Rocks. So she was the very first ever female baseball coach. In 2015, she also worked for the Oakland Athletics, and even though it was a 2-week stint, she was the very first female coach also for MLB. She would then eventually go on to do things with the Rays, St. Louis, Houston, and the Mets. Pretty outstanding career. So to see her being involved in this and spearheading it is absolutely no shock to me. So let's take a look at how the draft is actually going to work tonight. The draft is going to start tonight, November 20th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. There's going to be 6 rounds, 20 players picked in each round, and 5 players for up to 120 that will be drafted. Now, after those 5 players, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen to the other ones, and we will stay in tune with that so that we can help you understand as well. Okay, so they were picked in a lottery for draft position. Now, there's only 4 teams, but does that make a difference? 100%, because there are top draftees at each level. So let's look at the selections and then let's go look at some of the play. The teams are going to pick San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York, and then Boston. Again, there's only 4 locations, which is absolutely just fine. I think they need to make sure that they get this taken care of first, and then they can focus on making sure that they can expand at a later date. I really do believe that this is going to take off. In the year 2025, there's no reason for this to not take off after seeing soccer and hockey and softball. I can't imagine that this wouldn't be a big deal. While it says that not all drafted players are guaranteed a spot or a contract, I am kind of curious how this is going to work out. Because on January 1st is when you can start the process of trading all these players. So even though they're going to be with certain teams, it's like every other draft, right? You can get drafted by one and traded to another. So the really cool thing about this is that 600 plus females came out to try out for the WPBL. I think that's absolutely fantastic. The downside, only 120 are going to be able to play on those teams. While I don't know all the players, we're going to talk about one player in particular that I do know. Right, Michaela Minner, the baddie from Akron, Ohio. And if you know anything about sports in general, Ohio is the breeding land of sports, of athletes, of some of the best athletes we have actually seen on all fields. So it's no shock to me that Michaela is coming into this as a draftee. Now, what's really kind of cool is that Michaela not only played baseball for her entire career up until college, she was also on the 2009 Mizzou fast pitch team that won the World Series. Absolutely phenomenal. Since then, she's been an instructor and she's helped in both baseball and softball. Her clients absolutely love her. She's still ingrained in the game. And the most amazing thing, this should tell you exactly why you never give up on your dreams, ladies, has Michaela Minner is the oldest person that will be in the draft. Is outstanding. Her physical, her mental, everything that she can bring to the field, her speed, hit for power. She's a first baseman, if that means anything to you. While I'm cheering for everybody else, I have a warm spot in my heart for Michaela Minner, and she will be on our All Women's podcast coming up here in a couple of weeks. Post-draft. So we'll be able to ask her what the draft process was like. We'll be asking her how she felt about her career. She has got a really outstanding Instagram and TikTok. I really think that you should go and check that out. And we will be here covering this for you as things progress with the WPBL. I'm extremely excited to cover it. I'm excited to get to know the women that are inside the organization and what this means for those women and young girls coming up in the future. Make sure you follow us on Baseball Banter Broadcast as everything continues to progress. Make sure you follow our TikTok and our YouTube as well as our Instagram. We are really excited for the ladies tonight, and we can't wait to be a part of this journey with y'all.